Let's jump right into our first color, which will be red. So in your art box, if you can find the color red, I'll be using markers, but you can use crayons or colored pencils or anything you have available today. Let's use the color red on our Princess Belle's lips to show her lipstick. So when you have that red in your hand, let's jump right in to color in those lips with that red. And the lips are very small, so let's be careful. Just take your time. Hopefully you have a sharpened crayon or a thin marker with a very fine tip on it. And once you're finished with coloring in Belle's lips with the red, let's go back and use red at the very top. So it looks like our Princess Belle is looking in the mirror, this beautiful mirror. So we're going to do some colorful things with the mirror as we go along. So let's use the red here at the very top. It looks like there's a beautiful flower, almost like a rose at the very top and at the bottom with some leaves. So at the very middle, let's make this red right in here to show a beautiful flower at the very top. And then we're going to do the very same thing at the bottom. Just round that out. Let's leave all of these leaves to the left and the right as they are. And then let's go to the very bottom and do the same thing with your red. And if you want to paint these flowers around the frame or any other colors, different colors, feel free. That's the great thing about artwork and creativity here at Sam School Colors. You can go ahead and do any colors you might want that you have available. So right in here, this piece, let's color this in red as well. And once you're finished with those areas, you can set your red to the side and we're moving on to the next color, which is green. So in your art box, find the color green. And again, we're going back to where the outside of the mirror is, and let's color in those leaves that are right here to the left and right of where that flower is on the mirror. So we want to try to make this beautiful mirror that Princess Belle is looking at as colorful as possible. So we'll use a couple of different things to just get creative with it. I highly encourage everyone to just let your minds go and be as creative as you want when you're doing artwork, when you're doing any coloring or drawing. We'll do all of that here on Sam School Colors. So hopefully you're having a good time. Let's take a look and go into the next area of leaves. So we have quite a few leaves on our beautiful mirror here. So let's just get those all in. And just take your time when you get close to those edges, because we want to leave the rest of the areas white for ourselves for a little later on. Just like that. Now let's jump to the bottom right over here. And we have a few little leaves left. And let's make those green as well. Just like so. Beautiful. And the same thing on this side, just like that. We have these three little leaves we'll do here on the bottom. And then we're finishing out with the rest of our green. So once you're finished with the leaves, let's move on to coloring a few parts now of Princess Belle. First, we're going to start out with Princess Belle's hair. So if you have a brown in your art box, go ahead and grab that. And we're going to start to color in the hair on our Princess Belle. So let's start out at the very top. And right here at the top, we see that the very top of her hair has a bun, and we can use that brown to color it in just like that. And be very careful, just stay within the lines, edge it out if you need to. Let's leave this little piece right here in white because we'll color that in a little later. If you could skip over that, then go ahead. If not, it's okay, you can just color it in. It'll all blend in with Princess Belle's hair. And let's go ahead and start to color in the rest of her hair right above her forehead. Very nice. Just like that. And continue to move around Belle's face just like that. Very carefully, just taking your time. Just take your time with art. Take your time with coloring, and you'll have a beautiful product at the end you can show all of your family and all of your friends. So here, let's keep going on the left side. Now that we finished with the right, and let's go around the earring next to her face, and we can continue to move down and around all of this beautiful hair that's on Disney Princess Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And let me know in the comments if you have some other favorite characters you love from Beauty and the Beast. We can try to do those on the channel here at Sam's Cool Colors as well. So just let me know. Leave me a comment. I could take a look and see what you wanted to do on the Sam's Cool Color channel. So now we finished coloring in Belle's hair, and we can move on to coloring in Belle's eyes. So let's grab a light brown or a light tan. So something lighter than maybe the brown that you used on Belle's hair. And we want to use this on the inside here of Belle's eyes. So let's go ahead and color that in with that light tan color, just like that. And once we start to do her eyes and her lipstick, we start to bring this to life with our Belle coloring page. Next color will be a light peach. So if you have something similar to this, we're going to use this on Belle's skin. So let's go ahead and start out with Belle's face with that light peach. And if you need to hit pause and find your colors or just catch up, feel free to do so. You can always jump back in and come back and meet us a little later if you need to. We'll be here just taking our time and coloring and having a wonderful time. So let's go ahead and color around Belle's lips right here, just like that, and continue to go across her face, coloring in around the eyes where you want to be a little careful. And then once you finish, we can start to move down to the rest of Belle's body, right here in the middle, coloring in Belle's neck, and just continuing to go down to where the dress is. So right here where the dress is where we'll stop, and then we'll actually color in her arms a little lower. But right here for the middle, that's where you'll stop, just to make sure we leave the dress for another color, which we will get to in a minute. So just continue to use that peach all the way across your Belle. And now we can go back and let's color in right beside Belle's hair, right over here. You see the shoulder? Let's go ahead and color that in with our peach. Beautiful. And right in here, we'll color in this area, which is also part of Belle's skin, and the same on the right side. So let's go ahead and color that in as well. Beautiful. Great job. All doing a terrific job out there today. So let's go ahead now and grab our next color, which is going to be yellow. So take a moment to go in your art box, find the color yellow, and we're going to use yellow in a few different places today. Let's start out on using it on the frame for the mirror. So go back to where we did the flower colors, and let's start to color in this area around those flowers. So this design around the mirror, let's do that in yellow as well. Yellow is such a nice, bright, beautiful color that anytime we can use it on a couple of different places on our page, I say why not? Let's go ahead and do that, because it's a wonderful, beautiful color that brings a lot of things together and just makes the whole page really pop. So let's go ahead and color that in just like that. Keep going around. You have a lot of nice little curves here. Just follow those curves. Let your hand follow those curves, just like that. Don't go against it, just follow it. Beautiful. So now we have the top part of our frame colored in with that yellow. Now let's go and start to color in a few parts of our Belle, and we'll work our way down. So this little band we put here in white, we left it. If you have that still there, color that in yellow, because that matches Belle's dress. Then we're going to Belle's earring. So right here we have one earring showing next to her hair. We're going to make that yellow. Let's continue to move down. So now Belle's beautiful dress is going to be yellow for us as well, just like that. And we'll continue to just go along that line, coloring it all in, the entire dress will get yellow. So just have a fun time. You have a little more space to work with down here once you get there. And the little, right here, little circles in the middle of her dress also will get yellow. And now we can continue to move down the dress and finish it out. And with that yellow on the page, it all starts to really look more and more beautiful, and it becomes the Disney Princess Belle we all know and love. So this is an amazing classic character for Disney. Beautiful. And now let's continue. Let's get the right side here. Same thing. Don't forget this side of the dress, which is on her arms. Perfect. And let's get the bottom here like we did on top. The bottom of our flower, let's get the same yellow going there as well. Very nice. And on the right side. And what I want to do is let's use this yellow on one more spot together today. So here on our mirror, the frame, we want to go on the inside right here and color this in with the yellow. So you see that oval shape, we want to color that in with the yellow as well. Let's go ahead and use yellow there, and it really helps to not only match, but it really makes the mirror stand out that much more. Beautiful. You're doing a terrific job, everyone. Great work. Great work. Okay, beautiful. So now you can put your yellow to the side, and we're moving on to our final two colors. So let's go ahead and now finish out the rest of the frame by using the color orange. So let's get another bright color on the page, and right in here, everything we left white on the mirror's frame, let's color that in orange and see how that looks, just to give us a beautiful color to add to this page, just like that. And you can start on the left or the right side, whatever you feel best, just like that. And come right back and just work your way from top to bottom if that's what you like to do. I prefer going from top to bottom. And once you have that orange on the page, you see how it starts to become really colorful. It gives us something a little different than what we had before, which is what I encourage. Definitely trying different things, and there's no such thing as a mistake. You can always just fix anything you want to make a little bit better. It's just about letting your imagination and your creativity flow, learning as we go. So let's continue to move along the rest of our frame, just like that. When you get to some of these areas, you see it gets a little thin. So just be careful right around those areas where you have flowers, and just color along as you go. Frame it out, just edge, do the outline, edge it as best as you can, and then you keep moving your hand to whatever is most comfortable for you. I always move my hand around depending on what's best for that particular angle, that particular position, just like that. And then now we're coloring in around that design. Can't forget underneath, just like that. And now we are almost there and finished with the beautiful frame for the mirror that our Disney Princess Belle is looking into. Just like that. Finishing it out. And once we are finishing here, there's one more color I would like to use together just to give it that mirror look. Okay, so set your orange to the side, and let's go ahead and move on to the color aqua. So if you have an aqua color, or if you don't have aqua, you can use any blue, but today I'll be using an aqua color, and I want to use that here on the inside of this mirror just to give us a little bit more color with the mirror on our Disney Princess Belle page. So with this color, when you see it come onto the page, it really gives it more of that mirror effect, okay, that we're all used to. So it just gives you another something to add to all the yellows and the wonderful orange colors we have on the page, and it gives us that mirror effect that we're seeing with our Disney Princess Belle. So just be careful, color around the hair as best as you possibly can, and then just continue to move all the way around your page, just like that. And it really is coming out beautifully when you start to add this color onto the page. If you don't have this exact color, like I said, feel free to substitute to another color, or you could also leave it white. If you're really happy with your end picture without it, you can also leave it white. But if you want to continue to take it to another level and just continue to make it that much more colorful, which I'm always a fan of, making things much more colorful, you can continue to add this color in behind Disney Princess Belle, so that way you get the real mirror look on your page. Beautiful work, beautiful, beautiful work. Let me know in the comments if you used another color for the mirror. So right in here, let's not forget these little spaces, okay? Just like that, beside the dress, that's also part of it. And one last area right in here. Beautiful. Way to go. So now we finished coloring in our Disney Princess Belle together using 8 colors.